Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game. the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year, new equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in Indiana high school soccer fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live, Kokomo High School, site of our 3A Boys Regional. This is game number 2 of our doubleheader. We did see the Noblesville Millers win 1-0 to move on to the 7 p.m. final tonight. They will play the winner of this match between two schools that know a ton about each other. We're talking rivals in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the Homestead Spartans and the Carroll Chargers. They played just about a month ago at Carroll High School. Homestead did get off the board first, 1-0, but then it was all Carroll. Carroll won 4-1, 4 straight goals for the Chargers to win 4-1, as Carroll is absolutely loaded. They have 11 seniors on this Charger club, and they are ranked number 2 in the state. As they take the pitch right now, Homestead will be in their all whites, and Carroll Rock in the all blues right here at SummitCitySports.com. Game number 2. We have Pat Reith on the camera, Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play. Where else would you want to be on a Saturday afternoon, late or early fall, mid-fall? Heck, I don't know. But we're here at Kokomo, and it is a beautiful sunny day at Kokomo. The fans are here packed in. Noblesville sitting on you see them right there on the right side of your screen at the top, just underneath the scoreboard. They're going to take a peek and check to see who they will play in the 7 p.m. final tonight. We'll be live from SummitCitySports.com. Now for our starting lineups. I tease. Let's give a big shout out to Athletic Director Nick Sale here at Kokomo High School. Always an outstanding host for the media and especially SummitCitySports.com. 40 minutes for each half, 2 40-minute halves, a 10-minute halftime, and we will go to 2 overtime halves if still tied, and then PKs as well. So now let's have our starting lineups.
The visitors on the scoreboard, let's meet the Homestead Spartans. Goalkeeper Isaac Hallman. Number 1, Owen Will. Number 2, Colin Crandall. Number 5, Samuel Cohen. Number 7, Blake Bias. Number 9, Rocco Zuriel. Number 16, Patrick Seifert. Number 17, Riley George. Number 20, Joe Hufford. And number 21, Luke Shepard. The head coaches, Ryan Cassidy. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Homestead Spartans. And now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, wearing blue, the Carroll Chargers. Goalkeeper Logan Gonzalez. Number 3, William Hall. Number 6, Rylan Lockmuller. Number 8, John Anderson. Number 11, Chase Hartzog. Number 14, Peyton Fosno. Number 15, Christopher Durkin. Number 19, Samuel Michaels. Number 22, Michael Frank. Number 23, Trevor Horton. and number 24, Joshua Sorg. The head coach is Riley Clements. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Carroll Chargers.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Starting lineups are in the books for the Homestead Spartans, led by head coach Ryan Cassidy. In at goal, the freshman Isaac Holman. Rest of your starters: number 1, Owen Wills. Number 2, Colin Crandall. Number 5, Samuel Cohen. Number 7, Blake Bias. Number 9, Rocco Zarilli. Number 16, Patrick Seifert. Number 17, Riley George. Number 20, Joe Hufford. And number 23 is Sam Whalen. For the Carroll Chargers, led by longtime head coach Riley Clements. In that goal is number 12, the junior Logan Gonzalez. Rest of your starters: number 3 is Eric Hall. Number 6, Ryan Lockmuller. Number 8, John Anderson. Number 11, Chase Hartzog. Number 14, Peyton Fosno. Number 15, Christopher Gherkin. Number 19 is Samuel Michaels. 22, Michael Frank. 23, Trevor Horton. And number 24 is Joshua Sorg. As I mentioned, both these teams know a ton about each other, all play club ball with each other or against each other throughout the season and off seasons, and they will know exactly what is coming, and it's just who can play their game the best against each other here in this game number 2 of the regional semifinals. Winner will move on to play Noblesville tonight, 7 p.m. right here on this same pitch at Kokomo High School. So Homestead will be in the all blues, left to right on your screen. Carroll right to left on your screen in the all blues. 40 minutes of game action on the clock. One thing you will notice is the size advantage that Carroll will have with Fosno and Frank. But watch for Hartzog to make the runs, as he is a tremendous goal scorer for head coach Riley Clemens. Fosno is their leading goal scorer. I believe he has 12, but I'll pull up the stats here momentarily. So I think we're set. As the officials doing a little maintenance on the goalkeepers or on the netting, asking for sandbags. That's a first one. So Homestead, Carroll about to lock up for the second time this season. Carroll 17-2-1. They are legit as can be, and we are ready. Carroll will start with possession. Lockmuller and Trevor Horton are your 2 center backs. They are 2 of the best pairs in the state, no doubt. Throw in quickly to Seifert. Seifert's got big strength. He's a big kid there. CDM roll, likes to set things up. Zarilli heads it out wide. Blake Bias, he is strong, but he's going to have to get rid of that cap because it comes off quite a bit with the flowing locks of Black Bias. Here's Crandall. He is a talented sophomore. Did have a hat trick in the sectional semifinal that they won there at New Haven High School. Carroll won the sectional at DeKalb, and they won that handedly. Gherkin, he's going to clear it out. Hufford, but no, Whalen, he'll come over. It was pretty funny there in the starting lineups as Whalen, he wasn't put on the starters by his coaching staff. As soon as they called the wrong name, he turned around and said, "What's up? No love?" But Samuel Whalen, a tremendous center back for head coach Ryan Cassidy. There he is right there with the ball. He'll play it back to his freshman keeper in Holman. And I don't know what they have in the water out at Homestead, but their soccer teams have sets of twins all over the place. There's 2 of them right here, Holman's and the freshman class. For the girls' side, you have the Archibald sisters and, of course, the White sisters for Homestead. So something happening out southwest in the water in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If you want twins, move out southwest. Lockmuller, he'll take the free kick. Ball's going to be played to the top of the box. Off Fosno's head. Cleared out. Kept in. Eric Hall. Hall fits it on over. Hartzog tried to turn it. Hufford there. Oh, mishap. Oh, the cross. Wide open's Gherkin. Just wide. Gherkin chested it down to the right boot, but just wide of that far post. But you see the talent from Carroll. They come at you in all ways on all sides of the field. Probably the best all-around club that Raleigh Clemens has had in the 5-6 years I've been covering high school soccer for SummitCitySports.com. As I mentioned, 11 seniors. And Homestead knows they are up for a tremendous battle here. Hartzog tried to pressure off. He did by Seifert. Put back in by Lockmuller. Whalen, nice boot on the volley. Uh-oh, good run. The senior, Wills. Defended by Anderson and cleared out by Horton. Trevor Horton, of course, is your field goal kicker for the Carroll football squad. He was 2 for 2 last night as I was on the call as they defeated Wayne to end the regular season in the Summit Athletic Conference, but hit a 30-yarder and a 33-yarder, and he can drain them, or drill them, I should say, from about 50, 55. Kid's a D1 place kicker, in my opinion, and I think he'll get the looks as he continues to here in his senior season. Here's Gherkin, rolled off the hip. Crandall came back, somehow kept it in. Are you serious? That was a next-level move. I told you, Colin Crandall, he's a tremendous player for Homestead. He's just a sophomore. Had a hat trick in the semifinals of sectional. Crandall, great touch. Blake tried to peel back to get it. Comes to Riley George. Hufford, how about that ball to Wills? Horton on the mark. Wills tried to flick it on. Up he did. Cohen on the sideline. Anderson there. Just fell to the turf. Ooh, late whistle. Ooh, not sure about that. Yowzers. Hopefully that's not a statement of what's going to be called here in this match, because you will have about 47 foul calls. Horton. Off the head of Fosno. Frank, he is strong and quick. Comes to this near side. Has Gherkin. Oh, fit it in. Gherkin, can he get to it with the left boot? Does a shot. Save. They'll put back Hartzog. Save. And cleared. Great opportunity for the Chargers. Comes up just short. And the throw-in will come for Joshua Sorg, the junior. That was a great weighted ball played by Frank. That was on the outside of the right foot. Gherkin with the blast, the save. Hartzog came on the rebound. So the freshman, Isaac Hallman, tested early. It's a really nice little flick. Try to find Cohen. Goes out wide. Samuel Cohen and Rocco Zarilli have played tons of minutes in their 4-year career for head coach Ryan Cassidy. Two tremendous players in the midfield. Is number 15, an early sub. It's going to be Hayden Hubler, Jr.
For Homestead, number 15, Hayden Hubler.
Benjamin Jennett will check out. That's head coach Cassidy having a word. Here's Wills, marked by Horton on that far side. That's going to go out, last touch by Carroll. Throw in coming. And boy, did we see an advantage on throw-ins down deep for Noblesville and for Harrison in our first match of the day. It was a guaranteed ball in the box. Here's Hartzog. He's going to let it run. Can Gherkin come near side? How about that? Gherkin, he'll round it off. He's going to try to fit it back to Hall. Nope, it's going to go up top. Fosno lets it roll. Michaels. Michael is one of the more skilled players in the city of Fort Wayne, no doubt. He's number 19. He'll probably be midfield for Carroll. There's Cohen. There's it back, Hubler. George. Seifert. Whalen. Fosno, great touch. Finds Hartzog. Back Fosno. There's the build-up. Comes in, the shot, save, Isaac Hallman, I told you. But the finish, goal for Carroll. Michael Frank puts it on the board. 1-0 Chargers. Just like that. They are so powerful and explosive. You saw it right there on the goal. The first one, Michael Frank. Traction Athletic Performance replay. Ball comes wide. That was Fosno. He holds it up. He turns towards the end line. The left-footed crown cross. The flick. Saved by Hallman, but didn't give up on the play. It even looked like there was a Homestead player there in front, but just a quicker run and read from Michael Frank, and he puts the first one up on the board for the Chargers.
2 minutes, 45 seconds of the first half. On the rebound, number 22 for Carroll, Michael Frank.
So Frank will put in his, let's check it, that's his 6th goal of the season. The Chargers' leading goal scorer, as I mentioned, Peyton Fosno, has 17 goals. We're talking against the top competition from Indy on north is what Carroll has played all season long. Just the 2 losses as well, the 1 tie. Second leading scorer for Carroll is Chase Hartzog. He has 13. Great spot here for Hartzog with the right boot on this free kick. 3-man wall for the Spartans. You cannot afford to go down 2 love through the first 8 minutes of this match. Hartzog, shot. Hallman, the wicked bounce, takes it off the chest, keeps it in, and he will corral. Ooh, just scuffed it. Kept in by Gherkin. Hartzog tried to flip it into space. Up for the challenge was Riley George. Here's Bias. Oh, that's going to be a foul. That's a challenge from behind. That's close to a yellow. Didn't get it all ball, as Lockmuller and Bias know each other very, very well. Bias was trying to explain himself that, hey, I did get part of the ball. Boy, there was a lot of ankle. You could hear it up here in the press box as Lockmuller, yeah, he is down. Let's take another look at the Traction Athletic Performance replay to peep that goal. Ball came in, the flick, save, and then finished up. That was Hartzog, who was there in the box that got that ball, but Lockmuller, the center back, and that's going to be a yellow for Blake Bias. He's going to have to come out for at least a restart. And it's going to be number 5, Isaac Timmer, the sophomore. There's number 5, Isaac Timmer, is just checked in. Horton will take the free kick. This is a dangerous spot. Horton. Crandall plays it back. And number 14 for Homestead is checked in. He's not on the roster, but I believe that is the sophomore Caden Cassidy. Cohen. Check it, Zarilli. Crandall kept it in. Plays it back. Hubler. Cohen trying to let it run. Eric Hall. Crandall comes up with it. Crandall, how about that? Looking for a cross towards that end line. Gets the cross in. Cleared out by Carroll. Sorg's trying to get to it. Cannot keep it in. Will go out for a throw for Sparty. 10 minutes into this first half. Regional semifinal game number 2 of our doubleheader. Winner will take on the Noblesville Millers. 7 p.m. Nice turn from Wills. Little flick to Zarilli, and that will go out for a goal kick. A bit different game here in the second. We didn't get our first goal. So about 7 minutes left in the second half of the first match. And this one coming in through the first 10 minutes. Seifert, scuffed it to Michaels. Michaels leaves it Gherkin. Gherkin has falls now. Michaels is making a run down the center of the pitch. Look at that bender from Fosno. That was pretty. Cleared out smartly. 11 minutes in. Throw incoming. I think that was Sorg. It was Fosno. Left footer. Save. Hallman off the post and cleared out. Another chance for Carroll. Hallman, the freshman, up for the challenge once again. And number 22 is going to check in. Don't have that on the roster either. Ball played in. Fosno off the crossbar. Still loose. I'm not sure if Hallman got a touch on that, but it does go crossbar and cleared out wide. Michaels. Number 14 on the pitch is Carter Van Stone. And now that they say that, I do remember that from the sectionals. How about this ball? Cohen heads it. Hartzog. Horton, the shot. Hallman. Continual pressure from Carroll. Michaels. Gherkin. Timmer. Good play, Zarilli. Out wide, that'll roll for a Homestead throw in. Checking in, Keenan Lease. And I'm sure Blake Bice is going to have to check back in here shortly. Did have to come out on that yellow. Hufford checks out. Here's the throw. Whalen. Low throw into Wills. Whalen back to him. Battling with Frank. Seifert trying to put it back in. Hartzog. Up top, Fosno. Read by Riley George. Little miss hit. Hartzog switches it to Frank. Great soccer. The run by Timmer comes back, though, to Frank, and that will be off of Carroll. Throw in coming for Sparty. Uh-oh. Hartzog. Kid is dangerous. 13 goals on the season. Ooh, ran all the way through the box. George Noer Fosno could come up with it. Whalen is there to George, and George will clear it out. Kept in by Michaels. Gherkin. Oh, great run. The cross. There it is. Oh, what a save. Isaac Hallman, point blank. The freshman using all parts of the anatomy to save it. Takes one off the grill. Wow. Well, this freshman is for real. If you've been watching SummitCitySports.com all year, you know we have some of the best keepers in the freshman and sophomore classes around the city. There's one of them right there. It very well could be 3-0, if not for the freshman sensation. Michael Frank wants that one back. Through ball. Crandall shows you the speed. Sorg, miss hit. Crandall trying to cut it back to the left foot. Got a little wide. Good body control. Seifert. Ball played in. Off the head of a Carroll Charger. Timmer tried to clear it. Couldn't. Crandall put it back in. Wills couldn't get to it. Isaac Timmer. Michaels. Oh, went off the head of Whalen. Fosno. Oh, look at that drag. Fosno, left foot shot, save Isaac Coleman. Kid is tremendous. Yeah, that's going to be a foul. Partially called by the fans across the way. Stoppage of time. There's a little scolding here for Isaac Timmer. Bar of soap getting pulled out by the ref. Still chit-chatting. Oh, that was nice. A little pat on the back. Attaboy. Nearing 23-30. Seifert's going to look, and he will blast it to the top of the 18. Wow. Horton has it near side, and that will not be considered a pass back. Gonzalez with a grab. So Blake By is still sitting on the bench over here for Homestead. Michaels. Michaels, 6 goals on the season. Of course, SummitCitySports.com we're at volleyball at Leo High School. But plenty of Fort Wayne teams left in this soccer postseason. Just in 3A, you have both Carroll and Homestead, girls and boys alive. Not sure, I'll have to check Twitter and see who won that first match. I think it's out at Logansport. Hartzog. Sword, nice run up to relieve it. Comes back, Frank. Frank, left foot. And Zarilli will knock it out. Who's going to get to it? Crandall. And just got caught up. Frank, he'll throw in. Crandall, a little walkover. And Carroll did play that 10 a.m. match in Class 3A girls regionals. And they did go down to Noblesville 1-0. So Homestead now. Lady Spartans, the last hope in Class 3A for Fort Wayne. Hartzog. Just cannot. Throw in, or is that going to be a foul? Maybe a free kick on that far side. It will be a free kick, and Samuel Michaels, far post, off the head of Frank. Horton thought about it. It wasn't the best sequence of kicks there, but Carroll. Hartzog plays Sorg. George clears it. And deflected. Midway through. Here comes Bias back in for Homestead. And for Carroll, Evan Jester. And number 10, Nicholas Harding.
For Homestead, number 7, Blake Bias.
Gherkin and Frank check out. But Carroll is so deep. They do not lose a lot when they go to the bench. Timmer. Hartzog. Marked by Seifert. George. Good read by Anderson, and it's going to come to Timmer. Sorg. Bias. And tight quarters. Nice work by Bias and Cohen. Uh-oh, it was really too heavy on that touch. That's going to be a foul on Hartzog. Too much of a grab as he tried to gain position on Zerilli. Free kick coming for Spartans. Seifert will take it. 1-0. Carroll is on top. SummitCitySports.com. And follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Throw in for Hubler. Ooh, that about hit the hand. Hubler with another throw. Cohen, marked by Hartzog. He's going to pull it back. Crandall, he's going to get to it. Left-footed cross. Horton there, and he'll clear it out wide. Oh, kept in beautifully by Jester. Michaels, that is just skill. Michaels going down to Florida to play his college ball. I have to look it up to see which university it is. One in the sunshine of Florida. It's going to roll out for a throw-in. And Harding. Substitutions. Connor Krelock and Gherkin check back in. Or Krelock for the first time. Brings a big body in on that right back.
Number 15, Christopher Gherkin.
Krelock would start in that back four for the majority of clubs in the northern part of the state. Cohen just tells you how deep head coach Riley Clemens has. Oh, that kept in. That went off of Zerilli. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good call. Bounced off Zerilli on that last deflection. And the AR right on it. George. Krelock lets it roll all the way back to Michaels. Michaels, good touch. Hartzog. Good turn. Good cutoff, though, by George. The pressure is building. It's mounting. Here's Michaels. Has Fosnaugh in the center of the box. Lays it back, Krelock. He tried to play it in and deflected out to touch. Dangerous. Headed down. Fosnaugh. Zerilli comes back to help and cleared out by Seifert. Good team defense to clear that one out.
Why are we jogging? Why are we jogging?
Another corner coming for Carroll. Bouncing ball. Whalen pops it out of the box. Van Stone. He'll let it roll down. Comes Gherkin, though. Gherkin look at a turn. Horton. Left-footed cross. Hartzog missed a shot. Good pressure to recover. Substitutions. Number 25 and 26, not on the roster. It's going to be Jacob Butler. Check it, yeah, there's no 25 or 26 on Homestead's roster.
Okay. 41 is 26.
26 is Caden Cassidy. And once we find out the enigma of who number 25 is, we might be set. Here's Whalen. Good read. He'll bring it back out of the defense. Start some attack. Frank, or it's going to be Horton, read it nicely. Just behind Fosno, stays with it. Fosno, dangerous. What a ball to Horton. Horton, the left boot. Goal, Carroll. Number 2, Trevor Horton puts it in for the Chargers. 2-0. Just like that. Telling you what, Carroll, one of the best teams I've seen in a while, and you're seeing it right here in the first half. As the Traction Athletic Performance Replay shows you, Fosno, look at the strength. Leaves it for Horton. Horton calmly. Didn't go right boot on it. His body was lined up for the left boot, and he places it past the keeper, Holman. 2-0. "13 minutes left in this first half. Carroll doing what they do.
13 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the first half. Credit number 23, Trevor Horton.
Michaels. He's got Seifert backing. Just too heavy for Fosno. But that is what Fosno does. He gets majority of 50-50 balls. Let's just call him 80-20 balls when he's involved. Nearing 12 minutes. More attack. Michaels pops it into the box. Hallman's going to come off his line for the grab. Well, you cannot put either goal on Isaac Hallman. Comes to your side. Here's number 21, Luke Shepard. Comes back, does. Hartzog plays a beautiful ball to Horton. Goes out wide. Substitutions for Homestead, number 11. Jacob Fivecoat.
Substitution
That's
for
not Fivecoat.
Homestead, number 11, Jacob Fivecoat. For Carroll, number 5, Isaac Timmer. And number 9, Evan Hess.
Crelot scooped it on over to Fosno. That's out, though, to touch to Homestead. So under a minute's left in this first half. Regional semifinal game number 2. As Baez playing like a right back-ish right now. Crandall telling you he's a talent. It's a really good ball played up top. And just blasted back in by Horton. Bias there. And you'd think that'd be the last player that would need a sock cap with those locks. George. Jester. Michaels comes to help, but we're going to get a foul on Carroll and Jester. 10 minutes left in the half. Excuse me. Michaels. Gherkin. Just high IQ out on the pitch for the Chargers. Eric Hall plays it back up to Gherkin. Whoa, Gherkin. Outstanding. Michaels. Krelock out wide. 9 minutes. Throwing for Carroll. Michaels will give and go with Gherkin. Instead goes farther out to Krelock. Up top, Fosno, 50-50. That one's cleared out by Homestead. I'm not sure how he got that much strength on that. Horton will play it back to Gonzalez, who chips it back to Horton. Horton, and offside was Fosno. And Hallman for the grab. Has an opportunity, and Bias over here wide open if he wants to roll it out. Just over the head of Zarilli. Harding. Out to touch, Carroll. Elvis Nosu is going to check in up top for Carroll. Under 8. It's Nosu. Gherkin will head it back towards the center. Comes back. Here's Elvis. Good flick. Harding tried that volley. Cleared out by Seifert. Krelock couldn't control it. Crandall rolls behind. Regains control. 7.5 left. Zarilli. Nosu, so strong. Little nutmeg through Zarilli. Harding was. Ooh, Nosu took a hard fall, but still battling his Michaels towards that end line. Gherkin comes to help. Michaels tries that end line cross. Still in play, and it will go out for a corner.
Substitution for Carroll, number 22, Michael Frank.
Under 6.5 left in this first half. Carroll up 2-0. Corner as Michaels checks out. Nosu, the save from Isaac Hallman. Wow.
Substitution for Homestead, number 24, Ian Smith.
Elvis had a wide open header until Hallman came into play. It'll be another corner. Right-footed out swinger. Off the head of Horton. Zarilli's going to track it down near side. Hits the turf, and we're going to get a foul. Foul called on Carroll. Free kick coming for the Spartans. Seifert. There's George. Plays it out wide to Lease. Good battle on that far side, helped by 5-coat. Great ball out wide. Out to touch. We'll stay with the Spartans. Carson Tanner checks in for head coach Ryan Cassidy.
Homestead, number 10, Carson Tanner.
And Zarilli will get a first break. Ian Smith is number 24 for Homestead out there. Is Gonzalez. Kicks it out near midfield. Seifert. It comes near side to Bias. Bias. Oh, good touch, but there was Christopher Gherkin. Krelock goes out wide. He'll look for the throw-in. Long one, George heads it out. Out to touch. 3.5 minutes left in the first half. George clears it. Nearing 3 minutes remaining. And we're going to have another foul and a whistle. That's going to come in a dangerous spot if you're a Homestead fan. Already down 2 goals. Under 3 minutes left in the half. Who's it going to be? It will be Christopher Gherkin with the right boot. Plenty there at the top of the 18. Gherkin, he's going to rip a shot. And Hallman, you got to come creative to beat that freshman keeper. It will be Riley George to take this goal kick as we're nearing 2 minutes left in this first half. Regional game number 2 of our doubleheader. Winner of this match will play the Millers out of Noblesville, Indiana. This is a suburb of Indy. Eric Hall, oh, great pressure. That's Cassidy, plays a great ball in, hopped up on Smith. Still alive. 2 players off the bench, sparking a little bit there for Sparty. And number 26, Caden Cassidy. Number 24, Ian Smith, 2 sophomores. Hall, he'll shin it out near side. I did say shin, S-H-I-N. Just to be clear on that. Here's Bias. Bias. Yeah, that's going to go wide. And that will head out toward the woods as well. 1:15 left in this first half. Checking back in, number 8, John Anderson for Carroll. Connor Krelock checks out. Gonzalez with your goal kick. 1 minute left.
1 minute.
Let it roll out. Homestead throw. Cassidy, a little back heel. Oh, nice. Smith. Caught it. Great cut. Couldn't fit in the cross. Seifert, 35 seconds. Chance here for Sparty. Cleared out by Anderson. That one's kept in on the far sideline. 22 seconds. Put in. Hall puts it back out. Cleared out by Gherkin. 50-50 ball comes near side to Bias. Bias plays it. 10 seconds, we're nearing. Right back.
9, 8, 7,
Tanner.
6,
And that will
5, 4,
be the end
3,
of
2,
our first
1.
half. Your score, Carroll up 2-0 as we'll take a break. You're watching 3A Boys Soccer Regional right here from Kokomo High School. This is SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday and Thursdays. And the Always 100 Pro Camp 2020 takes you to the next level. It's the real college experience for grades 1 through 12. It's June 8th through June 11th at Trine University.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Start of our second half. Carroll up 2-0 over the Homestead Spartans. Homestead with possession to start this second half. This is SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Game number 2 of our doubleheader. Here live at Kokomo. Big shout out Athletic Director Nick Sale. Outstanding host here at Kokomo. Homestead in a hole now, though. The winner will move on to take on Noblesville tonight, 7 p.m. live from SummitCitySports.com. Zarilli. Marked by Michaels. Cleared out Seifert. Goes far to Wills, but too heavy. Out to touch. Josh Sword will throw it in. Sword. Eric Hall plays Horton. Over the head. Good ball from Horton. This nice little diagonal ball to Timmer. But that will roll out for a goal kick. Minute and a half in. Anderson tried to get it to Gherkin, couldn't find him. Van Stone, and that's going to go out to touch to Homestead. Can't keep it in. Good throw in. Van Stone shoulders it over to Crandall, who plays it right back. A little swing and a miss. Zarilli, miss hit. Cohen heads it back in. Van Stone. Another Spartan throw. There's Cohen. Cypher couldn't get to it, rolls to Michaels. To the turf, went down. It will be a Carroll throw. Here's Sorg on the far side. Horton. Good read by Shepard. George looks to switch it to Bias. Good ball to Crandall. Crandall has space and cleared out. Played back to George to keep it in and try to keep possession alive. That one given back though wide to Frank. Too heavy on the touch. Comes to Bias. Wills. Bias. Good ball. Oh, just behind Zarrilli. Great idea, though, from the senior, but does go out wide. Near 4 minutes in. Van Stone. Hartzog was there. Michaels. Zarrilli comes up with it. Rocco tried to flick it up to Cohen. Headed out. Now possessed by Michaels. Keeps possession. Numbers. Michaels running. How about that ball to Hartzog? Got a touch on it. Saved by Hallman. And George is there to clear it out. As that keeper is down. Is down on that far side. As we'll take a short break here, SummitCitySports.com. Yeah, I don't even know if you could see. Yeah, just got kicked off again. It doesn't. It's so, it probably came when it's on. You probably can't even watch it. It's probably so choppy. It's nothing more frustrating. Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com. As Hallman did go down with an injury.
No, not blue. Not blue. Finney's good. Finney's okay.
As they're going to have to replace the goalkeeper here. But backup keeper. The other shirt was a blue one. So coming in is number 26, Caden Cassidy.
Substitution in goal for Homestead, Caden Cassidy.
So I would assume it's going to be put back in play with Carroll putting it back to the Homestead squad. Nope, they're going to do a drop ball. It was Carroll possession, so Homestead will put it back to the Chargers. Anderson. Michaels. Fosno, good run. The cross comes in, blocked by George, and cleared. Holman's going to check back in at goal. Looks to be okay, heads towards this midfield flag. Rolls all the way back to Gonzalez. Van Stone. Looking for Gherkin on this near side. And Cassidy couldn't handle it. And that will go out to touch to Carroll. Not sure what the whistle here. Should be a throw for the Chargers. Cross comes in. Bias there. Frank as well. Frank will come down. Puts it back at the top of the 18. Seifert heads it out. Kept in by Timmer. Ran into a Spartan and Wills. Wills cuts it back calmly. Zarilli. Eric Hall. There's Frank. Fosno let it run. No one there but a Spartan. Seifert clears it out. Near 8 minutes in to the second half of regional semifinal number 2. Winner will play Noblesville tonight, 7 p.m. Cohen try to get Van Stone down the center of the box, but it will be a corner for Homestead. Hallman will check back in at goal.
Turning to goal for Homestead, Isaac Hallman.
Right-footed out swinger. Oh, a chance for Crandall. It goes wide, but does spin out. No, it was kept in. Anderson. Ooh, beautiful job. The shot, the bender, nothing there. Gonzalez will grab it. Great job by Michaels. Fosno leaves it to Gherkin. Has Hartzog. Oh, put out by George, but a corner coming for Carroll. Right-footed out swinger. Horton makes a run into front and deflected out by George, out for another corner. Coming for Carroll. Headed out by George. Van Stone there to finish it out to Wills. Wills swing and a miss, comes right to Michaels. Michaels a shot, too heavy. And that will go out for a goal kick for Isaac Hallman. 30 minutes left. Hartzog to Fosno. Comes wide, Gherkin puts it in the box of that far post. Hallman will come off his line for the grab. Looking at one of the better goalkeepers in the state of Indiana, just a freshman. Michaels. So calm on the ball. Timmer lays it back. Frank. Just over the head of George. Hallman there. Took a heavy bounce, but Hallman for the grab. Under 29 minutes left in the match. Good ball by Hallman. Looking for Van Stone. Takes a bounce over midfield. Wills heads it in. Crandall trying to track it down. Horton there. Kept in by Wills. Good read by Eric Hall. Cleared out. Plays the bias. Good ball, Michaels to Frank out wide. Bias on the mark. And that will roll out for a goal kick. 28 minutes left. Jester's going to check in for Timmer. And today's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ball played out by George to Cohen. Nobody there but Eric Hall for Carroll. Put back in. Trying to get it back. Gherkin, a touch, but just over the top of the crossbar. Good build-up for Carroll. Just a bit heavy on that shot. Goes out for a goal kick now for Holman again. George plays it out. Gherkin back in. George clears it. Anderson. Good read by Jester. Does roll out for a Carroll throw-in. 14 minutes into the second. Good speed from Zarilli. Looking for Crandall. Throw in for the Chargers. Up 2 goals. Both coming in the first half. Another throw for Carroll. .25 minutes left. Here's Gherkin, puts it up to Horton. Horton is your second goal scorer for Carroll. Ball played in. Horton tried to turn and shoot with the left.
Substitutions for Homestead, number 24, Ian Smith, and number 25, Noah Smith.
We do have a player down for Carroll on this near side, so we'll take a brief one here, Summit City Sports. It just takes all the fun out of it. It comes up for like a minute and then it pops back off. What's that? Oh, it'll come back up. Yeah, it comes back up after about a minute. Let's see, it's back up. Welcome back on the restart. Carroll in control. Up 2-0 over their rival Homestead. Yeah, a little rethrow here for Horton. He's really trying to get to it, does to clear it out. Jester with the good pressure for Carroll. Nearing 23 minutes left in this second half. Ball shot, Hallman, save. Said that a few times here this afternoon. We'll roll it out to George. Smith leaves it Zerilli. Well, as outplayed as Homestead has been in this match. Just down by 2. You put one in, all kinds of confidence coming your way. 22 minutes. Throw in coming for Blake Bias into Zerilli. Fosno. George. Smith, nice ball. Kept in by Crandall. Anderson on the defense. Comes away with it. Try to get past Smith. Couldn't. He has Crandall wide. They play it to him. Crandall. Cross comes in behind Smith. Timmer there who clears it out. Fosno. Michael's making a run. And Bias, that will be out for a corner for Carroll. Ball played into the box. Headed out Zerilli. Comes Smith. There's Michaels. George. Cleared out. Will stay with Carroll dominating fashion here this afternoon in their second game of the doubleheader here at Kokomo. Michaels. They'll give and go with Frank. Michaels. Oh, splits the D. The left-footed shot just wide of this near side post. You see the skill there from the senior captain. As Cassidy and Whalen are going to check in.
Substitutions for Homestead. Entering action, number 23, Sam Whalen, and number 26, Caden Cassidy.
And just lost it again. So Riley George is going to play this ball out of the goal kick. Low line drive ball. Fosno there. Double teamed off the ball and Zarrilli comes out with it. Goes wide to Cohen. Or excuse me, to Whalen. Fosno holds it up, goes to Michaels, who plays it back to Hall. Anderson. Rolls out for a throw.
Substitution from Carroll, number 13, Connor Krelock.
Krelock checks back in for head coach Riley Clemens. Shepard heads it back. Smith to Smith. More twins for Homestead. Shocking, I know. The blast. Trying for upper left 90. And just a bit outside. Goal kick coming for Gonzalez and Carroll. Under 18 minutes left in the match. George, 50-50 ball with Jester. They come out with it, does Homestead. Here's Smith. That's going to be a throw. Carroll. Off the back of Hartzog. And George there on the defense. That one does roll out for a Carroll throw. Nick Harding comes back in for Carroll. And number 15, Hayden Hubler for Homestead. Bias will check out. Dangerous. Michaels. Couldn't get a clean look. Cross. Came all the way to Fosno. Flicks it up. And just wide of that far post will be a goal kick. Good move from Smith, but there was Hartzog. Who went for the shot. Goal! What a goal. The third one, and that was number 11. Chase Hartzog, his 14th goal of the season. Just under 16 minutes. 3-0. That will about seal it here for Carroll, as they will look to move on to the 7 p.m. final tonight. 7 p.m. from Kokomo. It's really. Smith. Jester. Tried to put it up to Fosno. Tripped up. Another throw. Smith plays Smith. Has Cassidy making the run. Couldn't fit it on over to him in this near side. Michaels. Good read by George. Harding's going to track it down. Timmer, a shot. Hallman, save. There was Herzog on the follow-up, but Hallman not that time. Sword, good settle. Under 14 minutes left. Horton. Good ball. Jester. Good fake. And then plays a great ball. Herzog, but Hallman there. Tremendous ball. Sorg puts it back to Harding. Nearing 13 minutes left in the match, 3-0. Carroll on top. As I mentioned, they played Homestead about a month ago. Did win that match 4-1. That was home at Carroll. Homestead up top to Cassidy. Michaels making the run. Wanted it back on that side, didn't get it. Comes to Harding. He will play to Michaels. Making the run to Sorg. Michaels will hold it up. Tremendous. Herzog. Krelock making the run. Good leave. Just a bit behind. And cleared out by Smith. Back to Sorg. Samuel Whalen. A bit heavy on that. That will roll out for a throw-in. Pair of subs. Elvis Nosu and number 9, Evan Hess.
Substitutions for Carroll, number 9, Evan Hess. Number 16, Elvis Nosu.
Throw-in coming for Carroll. Sorg. Off the head of Harding. Cassidy, you can see he's a good-looking sophomore prospect. Number 26 in white. Whalen try to head it up to Cassidy. Comes back to Trevor Horton. Horton with the bomb. Hallman off his line. We'll let it roll into the box for the easy grab. Under 11 minutes. As head coach Cassidy's probably going to go and let his seniors get some action here that haven't played. As writing on the wall here. It's going to be a Noblesville Carroll final tonight at 7 p.m. Michaels. Crelock wants it switched. Michaels obliged. Couldn't keep it in, though. Ooh, that's a tough fall from Crelock. Went to kick the ball, stepped right on top of it. And, yeah, 3 seniors coming in for Homestead.
Substitutions for Homestead. Number 4,
Bailey Spur, Kalen Drummond, Samuel Cohen, and Blake Bias, all 4 seniors coming in.
And number 7, Blake Bias.
Frank comes back in for Carroll.
For Homestead, number 22, Kenan Lease.
Throwing. McGrogan. Michaels with the run. Has Frank. Good recovery defensively on that far side by Shepard. Cleared out. Excuse me, that was Hubler on the D. Nosu. Comes Michaels. Oh, great touch from Michaels. A left-footed shot and can't bend it in. See the skills. 9 minutes.
In the game for Carroll, number 5, Isaac Timmer.
As Michaels will check out, most likely for the last time. We're going to have a tremendous match this evening, 7 p.m. The 2 favorites coming into this regional will move on, Noblesville and Carroll. Jester. Ooh. Looking for a cross. Right footer. Comes in. Holman is there. Michael Frank did make that run towards the near post. Nosu tried to head it out wide. And, ooh, that is a tough call on Nosu. He went up and headed the ball and was kind of undercut. And it's not his fault. He's bigger. My goodness. Under 8 minutes. And when I say bigger, he is huge. Smith lays it back. Uh-oh, Frank. Got caught up on Drummond. It does come back to him. McGrogan. Ian Smith. Plays it wide to Hubler. They switched to Whalen. That took a bit of a bounce.
Substitutions for Homestead. Number 1, Owen Wills. Number 12,
Wills.
Yorgos Stavridis.
And Yorgos Stavridis will check in for Sparty.
And for Carroll, number 7, Cameron Ryan.
And number 7, Cameron Ryan checks in for Carroll, a senior. I mentioned 11 seniors. Here's Bias. Great ball to Wills. Wills, nice hesitation. Comes back Bias. Good skill. Far post, headed up and over by Harding. That will be a corner coming for the Spartans. But Blake Bias showing you the skill. Near side. That is Cohen on the far flag. Right-footed out swinger comes near post. Excuse me, far post. That's going to be a foul on Homestead. And a free kick coming for the Chargers. 5.5 remaining in the match. Me checking in for Carroll will be number 18, Tyler Korn. Out to touch. We'll stay with Carroll. Here comes Korn.
Substitution for Carroll. Number 18, Tyler Korn.
Krelock. Another 5 minutes. Cleared out by McGrogan. Comes all the way back to Horton. Plays his keeper in Gonzalez. Harding. Seifert nearly got to that. Does come to Nosu. Hess. Comes Krelock. Timmer. Throw in for Homestead, deep in their own end. Cohen found Wills. It came back to Cohen. Great control from Wills, but even better defense from number 5 and Isaac Timmer, the sophomore. 3.5 minutes left in the match. SummitCitySports.com. Cohen off the back of the noggin of Drummond. And Zarilli. Cleared out. Nope, kept in. Three minutes left in the match. And a whistle. I believe this is going to be a foul on Carroll. We'll check it. It's offsides there on Homestead. The AR on the far side has offsides, which you would assume would have happened before the penalty, or before the foul. So what's the call? As they're chit-chatting through the miracle of technology. Where the little earpieces are, so they're all communicating. They're going to call offsides. That was the first call. I believe that is the right one. Horton will put it back into play with 2:15 left in the match. Looking for Nosu. Chested down. Handball. Got the hand up and away from the body. That's an easy call. It's going to be a free kick for Carroll. 2 minutes left in this regional semifinal. Krelock. Far post. Headed out by George. George pops it out over the head of Cohen. Comes down to number 18 for Carroll. It's Tyler Korn. Krelock peels back and takes it away. Timmer. Good shield on Zarilli. Zarilli got the better of that, though. Zarilli plays it up, but no one there. 1 minute left.
1 minute.
Gonzalez will boot it out. Oh, what a match here for the Carroll Chargers. They're going to win this 3-0 against Homestead. No Sue. And there's a foul. 22 seconds left. Put back in. 10 seconds left.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is the final. Congratulations to the Carroll Chargers. They win 3-0 to move on to the final tonight, 7 p.m. Until then, for Pat Reith, I am Tim Atkinson. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you later.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years,